Yo, 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 what's good, y'all? It's your boy Loso. We back with another video for you guys. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe if y'all new to the channel. Uh it's Loso. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. But today, I already know y'all see it. We're gonna get into this Apple 100 best album drop that happened earlier this week. So as we already know, we're gonna start off with the top 10, and then we're just gonna see where. Then we're gonna look at the whole list entirely. But let's start off with the top 10 because that's what the most intriguing thing is. So Lauren Hill's the Miseducation of Lauren Hill takes the number one spot. And they did like a little special like presentation or like get together for Lauren Hill with Ebro and Zane Lowe and stuff like that. They sat down with her. But we're gonna get to her. Lauren Hill, number one. Miseducation of Lauren Hill was the number one. It's like a hip hop R&B album. At number 10, they put Beyonce's 2016 Lemonade. Um, I guess there were just some reasons why they just said the album was so monumental and say and they say this with a huge amount of respect because I know what it takes to achieve what she did here. Zayn said it was massive, groundbreaking. It was the first time I feel that an artist of that magnitude with that much attention on them decided to take the narrative and really try to control it and share what they wanted to share. Okay, so they're just talking about the whole elevator scene with Beyonce's sister, Jay Z in the elevator and stuff like that, and this Becky. Jay Z was going through a lot of like cheating allegations with a white female back then. So I guess she's saying it was very powerful that somebody of her celebrity was taking a narrative with her music. And then Maggie Rogers is saying I was in college when this record came out, and I remember hitting play on my laptop in my apartment, like my fifth floor walk up in the East Village. Ugh, so bougie. Imagine living in the East Village in college. Must be nice. Must be so hard. And it was the first time I skipped class. Wow, that's crazy. Because I was halfway through and I was like, I'm not leaving. I have to be here today. What I hear more than anything is her power and the way it coupled with her vulnerability. And there is much as exposition of a female power on this record. Okay, I'm not mad at it. Lemonade was a good record, but top 10 all time? This is of all time. I don't know. I don't know. It's too soon for me, but I'm not really mad at this. Top 10, fine, that's fair, but it's as you go on that really kind of irks my nerves about this list. But for me at least, so then we got Nirvana, Nevermind. Shout out to the 90s babies. Born 1991. That's when I was born. Nevermind. So I guess his main record out there smells like a teen spirit. Then just market unlikely breakthrough for Seattle. Oh, they're from Seattle. Shout out to the C Tack up top. I used to live out there. It upended popular culture in ways never before and never since. Punk became pop, grunge became global, industry walls broke into rubble, and lead vocalist Kurt Cobain was anointed the relative voice of the generation. Seemingly overnight. That's dope. I never actually listened to a Nirvana album, so I really don't have an opinion because I never listened to it. So I've heard of Kurt Cobain, and I would definitely give it a listen. I've been really venturing out into other music. Like I've been really pushing into like a lot of the Afro and the country tunes because rap's really just been kind of boring and until recently with the Kendrick and Drake beef and stuff. But it's really been boring. Like the music just comes out, be it it'd be like a decent project here today, gone tomorrow. And yeah, I just be looking for something new. And you know, a lot of the older R&B and stuff like that is like really good music to listen to. So I'm definitely gonna add this out to my playlist. And shout out to all my people out there in Washington. I was out there for a little bit. Let's see what a couple of the critics were saying from Apple. When this album came out, it made everyone who heard it and connected it feel like we finally like a band. We had a band, a real band that was ours, and all the things we liked that seemed disconnected and seemed out of place were not being taken seriously. It was like, oh, you're taking us seriously now. Okay. I don't really know what he means by that. I wasn't I was just born, so I wasn't around at the time, so I don't know what the band life was like back then. So that's fair. And once again, I didn't listen to it. So the vulnerability of this record, coupled with the intensity of the way it sounded and the cultural moment that it bled into, touched something. Sounds like this album got a deep impact. Okay, old band Ebro. I can't. This guy. They wanted to be great. They wanted to write great songs. They wanted to give us all the feeling. Right, it felt real. Ebro didn't listen to it. Back to Black Amy Winehouse. I am very shocked to see Amy Winehouse top 8 album of all time, y'all. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure. I know I listened to some Amy Winehouse. I'm not sure if I listened to this record though. Um, but once again, it's like an artist that's probably not really for me, you know. But Amy Winehouse presentation and otherworldly, timeless vocals made her music feel different. Not so much as an attempt to recreate the past as to honor the music she loved while still being true to the trash talking, self-effacing millennial she was. The sound of Back to Black might appeal to retro soul. Ooh, I do like some soul music fans and jazz. But the attitude is closer to rap. Yes, she was funny, but she wasn't kidding. Okay, I mess with this. Um, I still have an asterisk on it. I'm not saying it's not a good album. I just top 8 all time. That's all I can think of. Top 8 all time. Amy Winehouse. I don't want to. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all think Amy Winehouse Back to Black should be in the top 10 albums of all time? I never listened to it. I don't even recognize the song on here. Maybe Rehab. I think Rehab was like the hit off there. I don't want to go, go, go. I think that was the song. Yeah, I remember Rehab, but I gotta listen to it to get like a full critique of it. But I don't know. All right, then we got number 7. We got Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City. Kendrick's. This is I technically count this as his first album, but technically it's his sophomore album. His first album was Section 80. Kendrick Lamar's sophomore album, Good Kid, Mad City, is one of the defining hip hop records of the 21st century. West Coast hip hop elders like Snoop Dogg and Dre anointed Lamar to carry on the legacy of gangster rap, and the legacy of the album is a crucial example of American storytelling that established the future Pulitzer Prize winner as perhaps his generation's most accomplished writer. All right, so now I purchased this album. I was a big, you know, I'm still a fan of Kendrick at the end of the day. I once again, I know I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but this is probably the only hip hop album in the top 10. So they're saying this is the number one hip hop album ever, ever. And great album. I love it. I love probably 95% of the tracks on here. Is pretty much no skips except a couple tracks, maybe like 2 or 3 is I'm probably gonna skip. But for me to say, I mean, I don't know if I have an East Coast bias maybe, but I couldn't say this is the best rap album of all time. I'm just being honest. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all feel the same way. Y'all let me know. I'm not mad of it being. I'm not mad of it. I mean, I'm not mad. It's a really good album. I'm not saying it don't deserve to be somewhere in the list. If this was a hip hop only album and this was number 7, I would probably like this better. But seeing that this is like top album of all, like, through multiple genres, I don't know. I don't know. And this is the first hip hop album besides the Lauryn Hill that's at number 1. Is I don't know. I have a lot of questions. But let's see what Ebro said. Ebro was basically saying Compton just had delivered so much hip hop that there was a lot of pressure on this kid. The ability to deliver stories, bars, energy, performance on recorded material. He delivered on Black consciousness that you don't always get in hip hop, and that is true. That is definitely true, and that's why I'm really proud of the fact that it ranks where it does on this list. I respect it. I definitely respect it. Um, I don't know. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping. But number six, we got "Songs in the Key of Life" by Stevie Wonder. In 1974, my parents was probably like 3 years old. Stevie Wonder was the most crucially revered pop stars in the world. He was also considering leaving the music industry altogether. So when "Songs in the Key of Life" was released 2 years later, demand was so high that it became, at the time, the fastest selling album in history. The album, which runs nearly 90 minutes, is effortlessly melodic, broad in scope, and deeply personal, sonically, culturally, and emotionally. Songs in the Key of Life is much more than a gigantic collection of songs. It forms an entire world. It forms an entire world of view. I love Stevie Wonder. Um, I haven't really heard this album, so once again, can't really give an opinion. But I really do love Stevie Wonder, so I dig it. I dig it. I dig him on that spot. Then we get to number 5, "Blonde" by Frank Ocean. You know, until this point, I feel like I could really just like, they're like, it's really good albums. I could see it. I may not have agreed at the placement. I probably agreed that they belonged on the list, but um, this album right here to be top 5 is just, it's just blasphemy. I can't. Um, I can't. I mean, I love Frank Ocean's first album, but I just don't agree that his sophomore album was that good for it to be number 5 greatest albums of all time. And I feel like his first album was even better than this. And I don't think his first album was on here. So that's just my opinion. Once again, let me know y'all thoughts down in the comments. Let me know if I'm tripping. Let me know if I'm tripping. Does Frank Ocean belong number 5 on this list? Y'all let me know. But Through Blonde packs 17 tracks into a 1 quick hour. It's sprawling palette of ideas and a testament to the intelligence of flying one's own artistic freak flag. Hey, yo. And treating that audiences will meet them where they're at. They did. And Ocean established himself as a generational artist, uniquely suited to the complexities and the convulsive changes of the second decades of the 21st century. Okay. No. Now, if this was like Channel Orange, I love that album. It was just a really good album. Really, really, really good album. I'm pretty sure he got a lot of fans from that album. Blonde, I don't know. I just can't. Y'all, once again, let me know what y'all think, because I can't. I definitely can't agree with that one. But number 4, we got "Purple Rain," Prince and the Revolution, with half his tracks list comprised of top 10 singles. This this soundtrack was truly turned Prince into one of the most instantly recognizable and distinctive pop artists ever. Prince often drew comparisons to Jimi Hendrix for the way he mixed music that felt black and white, sacrifice, and profane. The reality is that he had no president then and no comparison now. Um, Prince is Prince. Number four, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. If y'all want my opinion, it wouldn't be number four on my list, but I'm not mad at it. Much respect to Prince. RIP to Prince, and much love, and I respect it. I respect it. I respect it being number four. Nothing much. Nothing really I can say there. He's a legend. So number three, Abbey Road, The Beatles. The Beatles is an ageless, unmatched collection of songs by a world-changing band at their creative peak. The band's 11th and penultimate album sounds like nothing more or less than four extremely gifted humans playing one indelible song after another in the same room together. I respect it. Number three, The Beatles. I rock with that. I rock with that. I respect that. You know, I feel like the Beatles it's the Beatles, you know? They got timeless music. They got music that's featured in movies to this day. People still listen to their tracks. So I respect it. I respect it. Would it be on my list? Once again, I just gotta put the caveat out there. Probably not, but I haven't really. But not to once again, not to say that the music was bad. I just haven't listened to it. I've heard songs. I've heard songs, of course. You know, it's the Beatles. They got a lot of famous songs. So, but yeah. Ooh, number two, Thriller. This is probably the one they really got right. This is definitely the one they got right. Number two, Thriller, Michael Jackson. There are a few pop albums or even works of art that denote a wholesale shift in time and space the way Michael Jackson's Thriller did in 1982. It did nothing less than define the modern pop blockbuster and redefine the scope and reach of music. 7 of 9 official cuts were top 10 singles, and it became one of the best-selling albums ever made. Yes, nothing really to say. R.I.P. to the GOAT, the pop star himself, Michael Jackson. Great album. Definitely deserved number two spot. I can definitely say that for sure. Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, 1998. Lauryn Hill's debut and only solo album was Cinematic Event in 1998. A stunningly raw, profound look into a spiritual landscape, not just one of the era's biggest stars, but of the era itself. She was and remains a once in a generation talent whose inspiration and innovation can be heard through the decades. Artists exhaust long discographies, hoping for a cohesive piece of work, uh, enough to reshape culture and inscribe its culture in the pantheon. Lauryn Hill did it in one. Yeah, I mean that's a classic album. It's a classic album, no doubt. Um, yeah, it's a classic album. It's soul, R&B, rap, and infused in there. Um, Number one, I have some questions about that, but I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it. Let's see what some people were saying about it. Um, I don't even want to hear from Zane. I'm just gonna go to Ebro. It's very personal. This album delivers on many levels. It's exemplifies and captures popular music of the last 25 years. It's holistically, it's R&B, it's hip hop, it's independent women, strong women, it's topical, it's sampling. I think that's why it got voted number one. She's amazing. The record is amazing. I gotta agree. I mean, it was an amazing record. It got a lot of hit songs. I think the album was really cohesive. It's a classic album, no question about it. Um, so yeah, that's Apple's. That's Apple's list. That's their top 10. Let's just really quickly go through the rest of the albums. Some of the albums just to go, just to say what my thoughts. The albums that they have here that's like way lower that I think should be way higher in my opinion. I think albums like Give Rich Die Trying that should be like at least top 20. Eminem, Marshall Matters, that should be at least top 20. I'm not even gonna hold you. Lady Gaga at 89, that should be maybe top 50. Missy Elliott. I don't know. I feel like this is like top at least top 50, I would say. Just for her impact. This album, All Eyes on Me, is definitely a top 10 album. I don't understand how this is at 62. It's crazy. Sade, come on, 61. They're crazy. That's a top 20 album. Got another Stevie Wonder album. Janet Jackson, Control, Outkast at 41. That's not bad. Oh, yeah, I skipped a whole bunch. Bad Bunny. They got Bad Bunny on here. They put Bad Bunny before Missy Elliott. It's crazy. Oh, well, they put them right next to each other. Anyway, Rihanna Auntie 55. Okay, of all time. Okay. Beastie Boys, Drake's Take Care 47 all time. I'm not mad at that. 47. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Outkast 41. Beyonce's album 36. I don't know. I gotta see what they have above this album, but I would probably put this album a little higher. Biggie Ready to Die, in my opinion, that's probably a top 10 album too. But 32, considering where they put Pac, I'm not really mad at it. Considering they had Pac at like in the way at the bottom of the list. So My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. 26 of all time. Considering some of the tracks they have artists they have above this, I can't really be too mad, but I would probably have put this top 15 at most. The Dr. Dre, the Chronic. If they should have had the Chronic, they got the Chronic at number 19. This should have been like 89. It's a great album, but considering he didn't write anything on there, and yeah, I don't know. And then to have Taylor Swift at number 18, I don't know. Adele, Jay-Z's Blueprint being number 13. That's arguably not even Jay-Z's best album. Most people say Reasonable Doubt or like In My Lifetime and stuff like that. So I don't know. And then I didn't even see this. They got the Blueprint 13. Once again is most people don't even say that's his best album. And then they got Illmatic at 39. Now this list is blasphemy. This is blasphemy. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below about this video, about this Apple list. Let me know. Comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know, because this is a crazy list. I can't. How Y'all drop down in the comments. What would y'all top 10 albums of all time be? And anyway, but that's it for this video. Comment down below. Anyway, it's your boy Loso, and I'm out. Peace.